Now, if you've been watching any of my videos, you'll know that I come from a family of retailers and that I actually worked with my dad in retail in my early years. And in this video, I'm going to share with you two principles that I believe are critical to growing your business. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to draw on my dad's experiences and hopefully together we can all learn a few things to help increase sales. Now, my dad was very talented and intelligent, and he was a very good retailer. In fact, he was a great leader, he was excellent with his customers, and when he worked in a corporate environment, he absolutely excelled. In fact, he developed a reputation for transforming failing stores into huge successes, which was good for him, but maybe not so good for us as a family because it meant that we were continually moving around the country and around the world. But we did get to see lots of wonderful places. But when he went into his own retail business, he really struggled, and it was heartbreaking to see this hugely talented man struggle to meet his overheads and to even pay his staff. And for many years, I just could not understand what happened. Why did he struggle so much? Did he suddenly lose this special gift that he had? Did he forget all those experiences as a retailer when he suddenly went on his own? Well, of course not. So what happened? Well, I believe that the mistake that he made nearly 30 years ago now is the same mistake that many retailers are still making today. And the key is in understanding the difference between marketing and selling. So what's the difference? Well, the best definition that I have found is that selling is when you talk about yourself, your business, and your products. And that's fine, and it's okay in the right place. Marketing, on the other hand, is when you talk about your customers' problems and their concerns in a way that helps you to acquire more customers. Let me illustrate what I mean. When my dad was working for a large corporation, his only focus was on making sure that the store was run successfully. It needed to be well oiled, his staff needed to be well trained and motivated, and he needed to ensure that his customers got incredible service. And all of this falls under the heading of selling. Now, the marketing of the business, in my dad's case, was in the hands of the corporation. It was their job to drive customers to the store through advertising, word of mouth, sales, discounts, promotions, etc. All my dad and his staff had to do was to make sure that customers had a great experience when they came into the showroom. Now, I think you can see where I'm heading with this. When he went into his own business, of course, he focused on the sales experience. And unfortunately, through no fault of his own, he neglected the marketing or the customer acquisition side of the business. Of course, not intentionally, but anyone who has been in retail will tell you that it's easy to get caught up with the day-to-day running of the business and then forget to market or canvas for new customers. In the end, customer acquisition is everything. When someone comes into your store and they buy something and then they walk out, essentially they're no longer a customer. They need to be replaced by another customer, or of course they need to be resold or persuaded to buy something else at a later stage. So the first principle in this video that I'd like to talk about is customer acquisition. It is critical that you're continually adding new customers to your database. So let me ask you a question. How many new customers did you have in your store last week? Now, if the answer is 0, or perhaps not as much as you would like, then let me ask you another question. What did you do the previous week to acquire new customers? Because there is a direct correlation between what you do to generate new customers and how many new customers you actually have. The second principle is market domination. Now, this may sound a bit extreme, but at least hear me out. The biggest problem that most retailers have is not the competition. It's not Amazon, it's not Brexit, it's not the economy or the government. Your biggest problem as a retailer is obscurity. And the only reason that you're not getting new customers through the door or enough customers that you've believe you should have and that you deserve is because they don't even know you exist. So, what can be done? Now, there are many things, but the quickest and most effective way to acquire new customers is by getting your name into the marketplace. Now, this means that you're posting regularly on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or whichever social media platform works for you, posting on your email database. And for most retailers, Facebook is probably the best route, but it may be different for you. And here's a health warning. Do not start posting articles about your products, okay? That's a big turn-off. Instead, start by giving tips and suggestions about problems that they may have about your particular industry. Kind of like what I'm doing now. I'm sharing ideas and thoughts with you about retail problems and possible solutions that can help you get more business. I'm a lighting agent. That's what I do. I sell lights. But I've not spoken about lights up until this point. But that's my business. And so if I started hammering down the video channel right now about all the fantastic lights I've got and how brilliant they are and how you can make a lot of money from them and we're offering a discount and a sale, you probably wouldn't have gotten this far in the video. You would have switched off by now. That's just human nature, because we just get dominated and swamped by product after product after product, whether it's through sales, advertising, gimmicks, marketing, etc. What we're trying to do here is to engage with our audience, have a conversation with them, chat to them about things that are of interest to them, try and locate or try and uncover a desire within them that maybe they have a need for your particular service or product, and then work back through the channel back to the products. So that if they do decide, yeah, do you know what, I really think I need to do something, it's about time I did something about this now. And then there's a very good chance I'll come back to you because you're coming across helpful, you're interested in them, and you want to help them solve their problems. What could be a better way of gaining your customers' trust? Now, if you want to learn more about how to create these kind of videos, watch some of my other videos. There is some great content there that will help you to do that. So, to summarize, principle number 1 is customer acquisition. Absolutely critical that you're adding to your pipeline all the time, every day, every week, every month. And principle number 2, it's critical to dominate your sector of the market so that when people think of your particular product or service, they think of you. And so it's really then, it's really all about, when I say customer domination, well, that's really what I mean. That you're dominating the thoughts of your customers' minds. So when they think of it, they think of you, they don't think of anybody else. And the only way you're going to do that is by repeatedly posting videos, blogs, messages, etc., etc. But it needs to be done on a massive scale. It can't be done on a hit and miss basis. Thanks for watching. If you've liked what you've seen today, please give me a like on the button below, or if you want to share this with another retailer. If you're not a retailer, you want to pass it on to a retailer. Or if you've got any comments, please let me know. I do lots of videos. I don't get an awful lot of feedback, so it would be really helpful for me to know if what I'm sharing with you is helpful to you, or if you've got any comments or ways that we can improve. As most of you will know by now, I'm also a lighting agent. I represent a number of international lighting suppliers. If you are a lighting retailer or an interior designer or a lighting specifier in some way, and you'd like to learn more about our lighting, please go to my website, ianretallick.com. There's a bunch of great lights on there you can have a look at. You can send me a message either through this link or through the link on my website, and I'll come and have a chat. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.